Hi there, hope you've been well. Today is day 12 of the 15-minute creative journaling challenge, and today's prompt is happy mail. So I've been wanting to journal about this for a really long while, and I decided to save the spread for today. And if you don't already know, I'm part of Rosie Studios Creative Club, and I just received my parcel around 2 weeks ago, and I wanted to journal about that, so I cut down that mailer that it came in, and I go for that sticker that was stuck onto it. Initially I wanted to create a pocket with the mailer itself, but I kind of didn't like how that looked, so I decided against it. And then I hit this mailer from my very first journal order, which was like in 2018, and for some reason I just had this by me, and I decided let me use this and finally get rid of that mailer which was laying around by me forever. And then for the star of the show, the Rosie Studio die cuts, which I am absolutely obsessed with. So I go and look through all of them and pull out a few which suit the spread. And my favorite part about it is that all the prints are on that cardboard at the back, so I can see what's going to be in the packet. And mind you, I have tons of these, so it does take a lot of time to go through all of them and choose which ones I'm going to be using. The set is called This Is Us, and I choose this die cut which says grateful on it because I genuinely am very grateful to be able to be doing this. I've been a fan of Rosie Studio for a really long time, so I feel really honored. The set I'm opening here is called Brand New Day, and this is the sentiments pack, and I pull out a die cut which says dream it, believe it, make it. And then I just go through tons and tons, and none of them really match what's happening, and I finally choose one. This is from the set called One of a Kind, and I pull out that little shopping bag or gift bag, whatever you want to call it, and I think that's the last set. And then I take everything and pack it away very quickly because I took 10 minutes on this already. And now I go back to speed journaling through the rest of the time I have left. Spoiler alert, I do go overtime though, because that was just not enough time to go through all of those die cuts. And as if there wasn't enough, I go through these tiny die cuts and I pick a few more as well. My favorite part about this is that I have all of them in front of me, so I can just pick and choose my tiny bits. Now finally onto the actual journaling. I cut down that mailer because I want to use it as a pocket. And I try to get rid of the bubble wrap because it is a bit bulky, but that doesn't come off, so I just leave it. I chose this pattern paper for the top just to cover the pink, and then I look through my project life cards and I settle on a few of them, and from them I choose one that will go in the pocket. I like how the paper and the Rosie Studio die cuts and my project life cards all have the same color. So I don't be wasting any time. I take that paper, fold it in half, cut it down and stick it. It was a little larger than the pink paper I'm working on, but that is alright because I didn't have the time to be all precise and trim it down, and I kinda don't mind it sticking out. I add this strip of pink washi tape along the top and the inner corner just to keep it down and keep those edges from lifting, and then I add another washi tape at the bottom. And this one is just there for decoration. I love the color scheme I have going on here with the pink and the blues. And then it's finally time to take that mailer and put it on the page. I didn't want to waste time with any adhesives, so I just take my stapler, which is, by the way, my very favorite way to attach things onto the page very quickly. So yeah, I just take my stapler and staple that into a pocket on the page. And there was that part which was a bit bulky and ugly, so I just cut it down and made it a bit neater. And as you can see, I'm working pretty frantically, but it's not that aggressive, okay? The video is sped up, which actually makes it look worse than it is. But I am still working fast because my logic is so great, and I decided that instead of making my page simpler and trying to do everything in 15 minutes, I'm just gonna work 10 times faster than I normally do. And that kind of defeats the purpose of a calm journaling session, but that is alright, you know. So I use double-sided tape to attach most of my things because it's nice and really strong. So I stick down that Rosie Studio label, and then I just chop up a whole lot of double-sided tape and stick it onto all my die cuts so that when I'm ready to put them, they already have tape on them. And honestly, I would have managed to do the spread within 15 minutes if it wasn't for all that time I took choosing die cuts. If I minus that time, I think I took around 15 minutes to do the spread. So I guess it counts, right? So after briefly putting the layout, I start sticking everything down because again, I don't want to really waste time, and it's pretty ironic that I'm saying that while trying to get that double-sided tape to just peel. So after sticking my main elements down with the double-sided tape, I take this grateful die cut and I just attach it with foam tape because firstly, these are already cut into tiny squares, so I don't need to be cutting out my other double-sided tape and sticking it down. And secondly, this one here peels way more easily than the one I was using early on, so it does save me a lot of time. And it pops, so it makes my little spread look a bit cuter. And once I'm done with that, I just take those tiny ones and I decide where I'm going to put them, and then I just attach them with double-sided tape. And the reason why I'm using double-sided tape is because my actual glue stick is finished, as you know if you've been watching all my videos recently, and I never end up getting a new one, and I need something to stick my stuff down with, and my other glue stick is too cheap and it's not strong enough. It wouldn't really hold my die cuts onto the page for long, and I'm running out of time. I need something that's nice and sticky, so I just settle on double-sided tape. I attach my last two bits using the foam tape just so that they can stand out a bit more. And I don't know about y'all, but I love how shiny the gold foil of that one is. It's reflecting the light so well. I absolutely love it. And that's basically all I do for the spread. The prompt was Happy Mail, and so I journaled about my Rosie Studio package. I've already done the previous days of the challenge and I'll be finishing it till day 15, so if you're interested, you can watch the rest. See you tomorrow. Bye!